Hello and welcome to Amber Dawn Rising. Woo! The crazy white girl that made a joke and laughed because I'm so happy Trump won. Hell yeah, Trump won. This was the first year I've ever voted in my 43 years of living, and people are already coming at me saying, "You just want to die. You just want to off yourself because you voted for Trump." And I'm like, are you guys okay in your heads? No, I wanted to vote for him because he has the best policies. And I've experienced both when Trump, thanks, Elderberry. It's good to see you. I've experienced both all years. I'm 43 years old. I've seen many presidents and I got a lot of hate on that, Elderberry. But it's okay. Bring it. Come on, haters, come in. If you guys want to talk shit to me and to us, here's Alex, the ganja shaman, and we're more than willing to have conversations with people that disagree. Just be nice. Don't be rude. That's all I'm asking. But yeah, so I've never voted, and I'm like, okay, I'm 43 years old. Like, can I at least say I voted once? No, you're bad. You're bad. Orange man, bad. Nah, that's not really going to work for me. So.
Yeah, it was a red wave yesterday. A lot of black people turn up, Latin people turn up. All the rhetoric of the View, CNN, MSNBC, the mainstream media didn't work. The people saw through their bullshit. So now the power that they have on the people's minds are getting less and less now. People are seeing the truth and started to think for themselves. Although the people crying and having hysteria online, on TikTok and everywhere, yeah, they're just brainwashed. They don't know what they're crying about. They think they're gonna lose their rights and shit, but nothing. Trump is not gonna do that with the abortion thing. He said it's decided to the state. It's the state decide, you know. So they're pushing a lot of mispropaganda out there, and yeah, sadly, some people are falling into it. That's why it's good to do your own research, your own critical thinking, you know, so you're not brainwashed.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you're always watching television, you're going to be told lies all the time. So it's like, if you want to believe the lies, that's fine, but do your own independent research. That is the best thing to do, you know?
Oh yeah.
So, that the stupid laughing video that I made, somebody said, "Oh, she's making us look bad as Republicans." First
Uh,
off, I'm independent. I'm an independent voter. So I'm not a Republican or a Democrat, just to get that straight. Number two, I'm not crazy. I was just playing. So if you can't take jokes, then you're really dull and you should probably go out and go for a hike or something and, you know, get your sense of humor back. I am a
yeah.
criminal that way. I am a bad girl because I decided to vote this year.
Hey,
So,
that way, how you doing? It was
but I just,
particularly. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, you go.
No, it was a particularly a red wave, right? Which state? Only California ended up blue, right? Or was Oregon too, and Washington D.C. and New York, I think. But all the middle rural America was red. Actually, they say it was bigger than Reagan. I don't know. Anybody know?
I know it was bigger than Biden. I
Oh
know
yeah, for
that
sure.
Kamala got a lot less votes than Biden did.
Hmm.
But um that's the thing. So you have California, Washington, and Oregon. We'll start on the East Coast first. So Washington and Oregon allow all drugs. You're allowed to shoot up heroin and you're allowed to smoke crack on the streets and you're allowed to shit on the streets and everything's a okay. But if you crosswalk, if you don't use a crosswalk, you're going to get a ticket. Or, you know, or if you have your dog off a leash, your dog's going to get killed. Let's not forget about the squirrel, Peanut the squirrel, and Fred the raccoon, who just got euthanized by New York. That's another state that went blue, which is another state that's totally gone to shit. California, you go to California and people are allowed to camp on your house, on your yard. People are allowed to go into your house that's for sale and be a squatter, and you can't kick them out. But they still wanted to vote blue. Are you guys okay? Are you guys okay?
I know they're gonna be, because one of the people thinking, other than the stupid shit shot, the fluoride in the water. I heard that RFK, so Robert J. Kennedy Jr., he's gonna stop with the fluoridation of water in the water system in America. So that's gonna help with people's mindset too. And health. He's going to make America healthy again. So, you know, Trump has the original Avengers. All the actors that supported of the Avengers film supported Kamala, they're just fake. I'm pretty sure they're all involved in the P. Diddy shit. But yeah, Trump has a good team around him that's really gonna be working for America, because what happened in America will affect the world. So this is just the beginning. But I see a lot of more things gonna come to the light to be exposed, of the celebrities, people in the government, with the human trafficking. All of that is gonna come to light in oncoming months. I can see something coming in the light in December, because December is the 11th month, and 11 energy is where you're gonna get something to enlighten you. So the world is gonna be enlightened on some type of new information that people maybe gonna get shocked or something.
Well, here's
So,
a good little video to show. I can't share videos on my iPad, and right now I don't have antivirus on my laptop. So that's why I'm this is a little different setup. Typically I could show videos and share them, but I can't on my iPad for some reason. So I'm just going to do this, and then you guys can see it.
Yeah. Hey, that way, Chloe, everybody else.
Okay, let's see. It's so difficult to share this.
But
what were you
that's
gonna
also
say?
a way. No, that's also a way to play the video. You know, don't have to share. You just put yourself on big screen and you share it from your phone.
That's what I'm trying. Yeah. I'm gonna do that right now. If you haven't seen this, this is a little inspiration for liberals and Republicans. Like, we don't have to be enemies. I don't understand. Democrats are so fucking rude, and there's no reason to be that way. Because what happened when our election, Republican, not I'm independent, but this year I did vote for Trump. Okay, don't crucify me. Oh my God. But there's no reason to freak out. Like, just chill. Oh, that was my point. In 2020, the election got stolen. I don't care what anybody says. The election was stolen, and you didn't see all of us going out and attacking everybody. But Democrats are a bunch of fucking betas, and you guys can't handle anything. Get with it. So I'm trying to start this over, but let me try again here. All right.
Oh yeah,
here we go.
The truth about it. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Tried to cancel us. We lost jobs. We lost friends. We lost family. We got called conspiracy theorists. But then we realized that we are not alone. That others were also seeing what we were seeing. That we weren't crazy. So we started to speak up one by one. We showed others that it was okay to speak the truth. We stopped being afraid. We found new friends. We found new purpose. And many of us realized what was happening was bigger than just us. Many of us have gone through our own dark night of the soul the past few years. This dark night existed to help us shed false parts of ourselves and return us to our true selves. Many of us have gone through a rebirth process lately. America and many other countries in the world are also going through a rebirth too, because as within, so without. It has a purpose. The night is always darkest before the dawn. And instead of your great reset, you're having a great awakening. They tried to censor
We're
us.
having a great awakening. And like somebody told me, because I was laughing. Here, let me put Alex back on the screen. Because I am so evil and I put a laughing video on. I am a witch. Well, guess what? If you think I'm a witch, then maybe you shouldn't piss me off.
You know, is something about the real witches or crazy witches? No, the dark witch. You have white witch, you have dark witch, and you have the one that works in between. The dark witches, they were trying to invoke things on Trump, but they say nothing they were doing was working. Trump is
Yeah, it's
protected
because
by.
a lot of us witches are actually very spiritual and we have big hearts. Like somebody told me in my comments that I have no heart. Really? Because if I didn't have a heart, then why does my empathy run so deeply that I cry all the time for the pain and sorrow that this world has been going through, especially since the Democrats became into office 4 years ago?
Oh
We
yeah,
have
they.
wars. We have more than one war going on. Gas prices, rent prices, food prices are all through the roof. And we can't have freedom of speech without getting crucified. So I'm not really sure what you guys are talking about. I have no heart. I have such a big heart that I'm going to let that one go. How's that?
Uh,
And I'll give you
yeah,
time to apologize.
well, yeah. Well, you know, everybody true intention is gonna be coming to the surface um, in this oncoming months. So, you know, the people now going crazy is showing their true path, you know, calling people out and shit. Yeah. Hey, Sirius Brotherhood, blessings. You know,
Hey, Cyrus. It's good to see you.
the world was rooting for Trump. I saw in Japan they have a whole parade with Trump, you know. The whole world was rooting for Trump because they know when Trump was in office, the world was more at peace. There was no war. And now we're involved in so many wars. Uh, not involved, but yeah, indirectly. Yeah,
Everybody's being affected.
yeah, everybody's being affected for sure, one way or the other, financially or physically, through the energy cost of prices. So, yeah, that's why this was a great awakening. This a great awakening happened. You know, now I see more people questioning things compared to, for example, 12 years ago. Things was different. Things are different. Like in 2020, meaning 2020 vision, the 2020 vision, a lot of people I got to open in 2020. A lot of people have woken up. Since then, I'm seeing everything that the elite does is backfiring on them. Everything they do is going to be waking more people up. So now there's 2 months to go, you can say, or 3 months before the inauguration. So we'll see what they're gonna try to do, but everything that they do is gonna be exposing them. So it's all good. Hey Susie Q, blessing.
I don't know how new this is. This might be. Okay, so they made it seem like this just happened yesterday. This was posted up a month ago, which is still cool. Could you hear the last video okay, or was it too loud? It was okay. Okay. So
Good.
if you guys haven't seen this, this is in Japan. This was a month ago.
Making its way
Oh
through the
yeah,
streets of Japan.
yeah, yeah.
People paying tribute to
Japan.
the president, repeating the words Trump spoke directly following the first assassination attempt when he stood up with blood on his face, fist in the air, and yelled, "Fight," 3 times. The video quickly going viral on social media, with many commenting that they love the support the president is getting from overseas. President Donald Trump bringing 2 of his grandkids up
There
on
you
stage
go.
during his rally in North
Yeah,
Carolina.
Trump has a lot of support overseas, people supporting him all over the world. Because yeah, they know the world was safer and he wants peace and not war, you know. So this was a divine intervention. Everything went according because they tried to steal this one. They have tried. And I think the what Amber mentioned about the 2020 election being stolen, yes, it went to Italian court. Sworn testimony of a Italian intelligence agency and American is sworn testimony that they caught the Vatican satellite flipping the votes for Biden in 2020. It went to court in Italy. Now, when that is going to come out to the mainstream in America, I don't know, but it went to court. So the information is going to come out. A lot of things going to come out. I heard about Trump wanting to open the JFK case, what really happened. The 9/11 is going to come out. All the people that say 9/11 was an inside job, oh, your conspiracy theory. Well, a lot of conspiracy is going to be come to be proven right in the next oncoming 12 months and more. Because we live in a very interesting time. The apocalypse, they say, is just the time of revealing. That's
Yeah.
where we're living in. Time of revealing.
What I always try to reiterate to my family when they get really nervous, they're like, "Oh my gosh, the apocalypse is happening. It's the end times." Think about it this way: it's the end times for evil, for the people who are lying to all of us. The truth is being revealed. So for some, it is the end times. That's why P Diddy's in jail. That's why he's going to die in jail. And there's a lot of other people. That's why Epstein died in jail. Yes, there's a list, and there's a lot of other people who need to be in prison too. But hopefully they're working on that. I don't know. We'll see. I don't have a lot of faith in the government, but I'm hoping that, because if you noticed, all these different people like Usher and and Eminem and Beyonce and all these people who are definitely into black magic, they all supported Kamala or Kamala. My bad. Don't
Ah,
crucify me. I said her name wrong. Oh my God. Oh my
I
God.
fuck her name. I don't care. Say how you want. Say Kamala, Kimili, chameleon. She's more a chameleon. Try to change her accent to blend in with the Latin and black population, but it didn't work. They see right through her. Yeah.
Do you see that question on there?
Do we think Trump will end the Ukraine war? Yes, Trump will come to an agreement with Putin and stop it for sure. Look, what's happening in Ukraine is something deep that a lot of people don't know about. There's a lot of biological lab there, underground lab that is sponsored by, I think Turkey was on contract with the Pentagon. There they have looser law, so they can do more experiment, more inhuman experiment that they cannot do in other countries. So that was one of the main targets there. And the country is not really united. You have the one side that wants to be with Russia, and you have the Western side. And you had a civil war there too, and with the government. I think it happened in 2016. Yes, that place is full of corruption. Look at their ambassador. Look who they choose for their ambassador. Zelensky, which is an actor, gay actor, nothing with gay, but he's not truly being himself. They choose Maria Abramovich for the ambassador of Ukraine. You know what that woman is into? Spirit
Oh,
cooking, dark shit. Yes. She's also involved with the celebrities. And what there's a lot of if they got P Diddy, but P Diddy is the decoy. There's people above him that made P Diddy who P Diddy is. Um, and what I understand, Jay Z and Beyonce are worse than P Diddy. So you can just imagine if they're worse. Meaning they're into the satanic shit. Pretty sure Beyonce is a witch. That I know for sure. She's a dark witch. So all of that is gonna be coming out. J Lo is gonna be going. That's why J Lo was crying when she was giving the speech at Kamala because she knows if Kamala doesn't win, her time is up. She's gonna be exposed and go into jail. What I understand, that's why Ben Affleck um divorce. Or yeah, they went together. I think they were married. I don't know. I don't follow those stupid celebrities, but they were together and they broke up back again because an FBI agent came to Ben Affleck and showed Ben Affleck the tapes of J Lo involvement with P Diddy. That's why he was like, hey, I'm not gonna be involved with this, and that's why he broke up with J Lo. Yeah, that's Maria Abramovich, or yeah, Maria or Marina Abramovich. She's the one.
Marina Abramovic.
Yeah, Abramovich. She is the one in Spirit Cookie, and that's the lady that they choose for the ambassador of Ukraine. So Ukraine, there's a lot of dirty things happening there, and the government
What
are
do you think
against it.
this picture is?
Um, crying. Yeah, ritual shit.
Look at this. Look at those two little people here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Crying, right? What does that mean? Oh, that's very innocent, right? Yeah. No,
So
not
the
innocent.
people, no, it's not innocent. The people really don't know who the people that they're supporting are
What do you
doing
think
behind
she
it.
did with this lamb? What do you think she did? You think she just cuddled it to sleep? Do all you
Yeah,
lefties think she just cuddled this to sleep? No. What she did was she slit its throat. She mixed it with a bunch of cum from P. Diddy or Jay Z, allegedly. I wasn't there. I don't know. Who knows? I could be completely wrong because I'm crazy, right? Yeah. And then, you know what else she did? She smeared all of that onto a wall and then she put crying on the wall. Do you know what this is? People need to do more research. All right, I'm done.
yeah. All of it is gonna be coming to the light. Everything ends. Next year is the snake year.
I
Everything
love that
ends.
Susie. She is a dork witch.
Well,
Ha.
next year is the snake year. So everything ends in a snake year. A lot of things ended in 19, what happened in a snake year 24 years ago? 9/11 happened. That changed the world perspective. Um, Before that, 1989, the Berlin Wall fell down. I think the two world wars also, the first one and the second one started also in a snake year. Well, anyways, snake year next year, yeah, a lot of things are going to be coming to the end next year for we to start anew. We're going to go through a next stage next year. That I can guarantee you. It's also reflecting on the nine because nine meaning is we're coming to a completion, coming to an ending of a cycle. And coincidentally, that cycle started in 2017 and now it's ending in 2024. And also, Amber, you're in astrology. Here's the thing, when America was made in 1776 with the Constitution, the it takes from that time till this year is 246 or 248 years. And that's exactly as Pluto returned.
And that's not a good thing, especially if it's conjunct with Mars, which is going to happen soon for Justin Bieber. Watch in March, Justin Bieber's birthday. He's a Pisces. In March, he might not be here anymore. Allegedly, speculation, just my opinion. But his Mars and Pluto are conjunct. So that's very much like what Alex was just saying, is that Pluto comes back around. Pluto is the planet of the depth. It's a scorpionic sign. Scorpio is Mars and Pluto. Which is interesting because when they're conjunct, it causes death, right? Scorpio is the sign of death and rebirth. So no matter what, when a Scorpio, when Mars and Pluto conjoin, somebody might die, yes, but there will be a rebirth out of it. So there will be something that happens out of it that is necessary. So we have to remember, like, not everything just happens that's horrible. There's always something good that can come out of it. But yes, when Mars and Pluto come into the picture, Pluto is the sign that is very far out there, right? It's not very close to us. So it's an outer planet. And a lot like Vedic astrology doesn't normally pay attention to the outer planets, but those outer planets are really important because they kind of tell you what's going on subconsciously. And Pluto is the under the waters. It's kind of Piscean in a way. It's really dark. What people don't really see, but what we're guided by, like just our reactions to things, and we don't understand why we're reacting to things. A lot of times that can be Pluto. That's Pluto, like the depths, that watery, dark stuff you can't see.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So by Pluto ending, I think this year for America, that means it's going to be reflecting that a lot America is going to go through big changes for next year. Something is going, if America's, what I heard, yeah, Trump is now the 47th president, 47 years. The inside information I have, the disclosure is going to come. Vance is there for a while, for now, but John F. Kennedy Jr. is still in the background. He's going to come and be the vice president. And Trump going to be actually then the 19th president of the Republic of the United States, not the United States Corporation. That is going to be non-existent. That's going to end. So it's now they saying 47, but he's going to be actually the 19th. But yeah, all of that, I think it's going to come out next year. Yes, before the year ends. So the voting system, everything is going to be changing. So we're on track for a new beginning. We're going to be leaving all the shit behind, and be focusing on a new way of living, more healthy, more in one, more in cooperation, and not putting people down. So look, we have a lot to look forward to in the future, But I know we're gonna go through some bumpy rides because not everybody is awake. So but there's still awakening happening, so it's all good. Just have to keep going forward.
And like how I feel with Trump is I don't see him as being the end all be all. Like, I'm not stupid, you guys. I understand that all of this is political cinema. It's all a show. I understand that. But my whole thing is use these people like they use us. Use them as a stepping stone to get to where we need to go. If we stuck with Kamala, she's a Marxist. Her father teaches Marxism in college. He's very big on Marxism. But she would never admit that because she's Black, right? And her dad doesn't exist because he's Indian and Irish, right? So, she pretends like he doesn't exist. We know he exists. He is a very awesome professor and he teaches Marxism. So she has been taught her whole life Marxism. So if we allowed her to be in office, then everything would just keep unraveling and not to the good of all humanity. You know, just look how many wars are happening since her and Biden had been in office. So the reason why I chose to vote this time was because maybe he isn't perfect. Maybe he isn't the end all be all. I get that. He can be a piece of shit, but he's a stepping stool. Just use him as needed so we can get to a higher level and we can keep moving forward and get out of this mess that we're in. Otherwise, we're just going to keep swimming with the sharks and we're just all going to get eaten. So you have to play the game. You have to play the game, you know, and don't judge me because I voted for Trump after 43 years of never voting in my life. And then I voted once. And now people are saying that I don't care about women's rights. Are you serious? So
But
when it
yeah,
comes to women's rights and abortion, federally, they can't make that decision. This is a state by state topic. So it depends on who you have in office in your state that determines the laws in your state. Trump has nothing to do with that. Also, Trump said that if they tried to make abortion illegal federally, he would veto it. So, you know, I know people like I got so sick of seeing these abortion commercials. Like, okay, I get it. Like, I've had a lot of friends that have had abortions. You know what I mean? Like, it's do you, okay? It's fine. Just don't. There needs to be limits. That's a touchy subject. For me personally, I feel I am pro-choice. Okay, so I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me here, but I feel like there needs to be a limit. A 2 month, like 14 weeks. That's it. You can't be aborting a baby after it's been born. You can't do that. That's disgusting. That's murder, right? But they never really spoke about that on these commercials. All they did was force abortion down your throats. And to me, that's a turnoff. Like for people, like you can't force one topic down somebody's throat because people are going to get sick of it because they're not having anything to offer in that conversation. And it just doesn't make any sense to me. So there needs to be like conversations about that. That's a very hard conversation to have. And you know, that's not really my business or anything, but my point is that Trump has nothing to do with that. It's state by state. But they don't talk about that on the commercials. They don't educate people on that stuff. No. So,
no, no, you're right. There's a lot of people miseducated on the topic of abortion, you know, because what the media are telling them are different. They're changing the narrative. Like for one example that they did last with the woman, I forgot the woman name, but her father is a war hunger, and I forgot her name, not Zelensky, but he has another name. But they twisted, say that Trump says Trump wants to execute her, but Trump says no. What Trump actually said, if that she's a war hogger, that how it would feel if you're always pro-war, that you go to the front line. If that you have to go to the front line, if you have the same mindset, then oh, let's go to the war or try to have a resolution, a solution for not to have a war, then you would think twice. But if you're just stay in the office and other people are gonna fight on your behalf, then it's easy to say, hey, let's go to war. So that's what Trump was saying, but they twisted say, yeah, Trump wants to shoot her, execute her. So yeah, the media is a big problem. He's what Malcolm X says about the media. The media is the most powerful entity on earth. They have the power to make the innocent guilty and to make the guilty innocent. And that's a power. And that's true.
yeah.
But the media right now is losing their power on the people. You see, with all the things that were pushing on the people are not trusting the media anymore. So you're seeing we are living in the age of awakening because if everybody listened to the media, Trump wouldn't win. They had an easy blue wall. blue wave, but we had a red wave because people weren't buying it what they were saying, because they were saying one thing, but reality reflect something else. They say, oh, Bidenomics was doing good, but you go to the grocery store, everything is high, everything expensive. And people remember in the Trump time, the gas, everything was at low price. So, but yeah, now with Trump coming back, America is on the track to, have a big change there, and it's gonna come good. And more is gonna be exposed. That I know. Everything is going in divine timing and order. That's just
Hmm.
what I say. Everything is
That's
in
why
divine.
we have to try not to overreact and just, like do your thing, but try not to be angry because I mean, like I'm sure a lot of us were angry when the election maybe have gotten stolen, not sure. But a lot could have happened then. But we chose not to freak out and we chose to just ride the wave and watch what happened to our country, and we did watch, and like more than half the country voted red, so that tells you something.
Oh yeah.
um Cyrus said, no one believed it when I was saying 3 or 4 years ago, post birth abortions. And they do that in New York. I don't know about other states, but I know for sure New York. And yeah, it's just, I just can't imagine carrying a child full term and then just going, I'm good. Yeah,
Well,
no, like I wouldn't even do that to my pets. Like, ugh, I just, I don't know. There has to be a limit. I don't know. Like, some people are totally anti that, and I don't want this to become that topic, but so I'll move on because I know you moved on too, Alex. So sorry for bringing it back up.
oh no, I'm just see Robert G says divine. Could it be pre-planned and we believe it was divine? No, I see it's divine. There's a lot of things that I know that should have happened but didn't happen. You can say also with the timeline changing, that is also into play, because like a great shaman, Credo Mutwa, Zulu shaman of Africa, that passed away a few years ago. He saw a lady come in the office and become the president of America, lady in red. We saw the vision, and then America would go into war. And what I'm pretty sure that what he saw was Hillary Clinton, because she was planned to become the next president, and that was the plan with her and Obama. But Trump came in the middle and delayed their plan. And not long afterwards, he passed away. And there's another, you can say, prophet, preacher, Kim Clement, also prophesied years before Trump came, and that the person would come in the office and disturb the Democrats and would try to impeach him, and it was not gonna work. And another one late, like there's a lot of things that happened in the past, and from started 2012, 11, that I can say was divine intervention. But let's go to the latest one. Also, they tried to kill Trump. I know they tried to kill Trump like 28, 27, 28 times before the public one. And the pub,
Yeah,
they
because they
set
didn't
up.
tell the public. They didn't tell
No, they
us.
no, they didn't. No, they didn't tell the
That's why
public.
he
But
was eating at McDonald's all the time and stuff, because he was like, I'm not trying to get poisoned.
uh, yeah, yeah. I think they checked not the McDonald's is very good either. But
No, that's poison in itself. Have you ever heard
yes.
about their potatoes? Yeah, go look up the
Oh yeah,
potatoes they use for their French fries.
yeah. The potatoes are fully genetically modified. Yeah, the McDonald's potatoes. But how I say? Oh no. Other than that, yes, they try. They set up the last one that he turned his head that the bullet went by. That was also a divine, as you can say, that was a divine intervention. That's another one, because they set him up to that was a whole to eliminate him at world stage where everybody can see how. There was a company that you the day before sell all Trump stocks for cheap, and if that would have happened, that company would have made billions, almost a trillion in money if Trump would have been killed. But that didn't happen. And so the company says, oh, that was an error in the system. I know it wasn't an error. So they prepare it, but that didn't happen. So that is clearly for me a divine intervention. Trump
Yeah,
is
yeah.
protected.
Just like Susie said, the creator stopped him from being shot through the head. It's
Yes,
true. I mean, even if it was planned, right? Just speculation or just just let's make something up. Uh, so if Trump's team was like, yeah, let's do this so we can get more votes, right? That's a pretty close shot, right? Like, I don't
yes,
think I would risk that. There is other possibilities. Now, I don't want to pretend like there's not other possibilities. So I'll throw this out there. It could have been that they never were aiming for him and he had a blood packet in his hand and he did this when he fell to the ground. And, it, that's a possibility. I don't know.
that that would have been truth if the guy behind him didn't die.
True. However, it could have been that they were aiming at Trump at all. They were aiming at the other guy. So you never know. I mean, honestly, I'm not saying that was the case. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Yeah,
So
that's a
inevitably,
possibility.
we don't know, but I
But
have
the
faith that
yeah,
I have to believe that didn't happen. But I'm
yeah,
open
no,
to it. I'm not a closed-minded, heartless person like that person told me in my comments. Like I'm a closed-minded, heartless Trump supporter. I'm like, no, I actually think about a lot of stuff. Like it's not lost on me,
no, I understand. Let me see. I had I had a vision to the first woman president would be end to our country, but it has not happened. Are we free and clear? I don't understand, but the vision I'm talking about was Credo Mutwa. He was a Zulu historian, a very respected guy there.
Well,
And
I think you
after that,
probably had a vision that if she won, that we would probably be screwed.
oh yes,
So
yes, yes,
in
yes.
that case,
That was the plan. The plan was Hillary come into the office 3 months later, start shit with North Korea. That was their plan. That was their plan, but that didn't happen. Divine intervention. What I know is the jab thing 2020 that happened. They were expecting more people to die, but it didn't go as their plan too. You see, there's a lot of things that should have happened but didn't happen.
the power of prayer.
Yes, prayer does work.
Mm-hmm. Because I know, like during the election, I was listening to the base chakra vibes, and I also have a bunch of. Let's see, for people who have never seen them. Let me see if I can switch this. So I have tuning forks. So I was tuning the red one. Whoops. And here, let me bring this back. And I was listening to binaural beats that were base chakra too. And it helped, And I've been praying to Jesus too. I'm like, Jesus, I could use some help. I'm not the kind of person that is so close-minded where I don't appreciate other people's cultures. I'm all about cultures. So if anybody tries to call me racist, I think it's just a joke because I love culture, So I'm down to try everything. I'm down to do Hinduism and Buddhism. Like I like to spread myself out and use all those
Yeah, no, I'll
things
let you
to
know.
find my truth and my God, including Jesus. So, I just wish people would like not be so close-minded and be like, oh, you meditate, you do yoga, you read tarot, you're evil.
But
And I'm like, no, I'm not. Jesus loves me. If I
Well,
wasn't loved by God and spirit, I would have been probably dead by now. But no, every time somebody crosses me in a really ugly way, I watch their karma happen right away. And I didn't have to touch any kind of smoke. I didn't have to do any kind of magic. I let spirit do that for me. So if I'm evil and ugly, I guess spirit thinks differently.
no, yeah. No, you're blessed. You know, we're all here on the mission. Yeah. Yeah. We're all here on the mission.
Are
Yeah.
thoughts things? Yeah, Cyrus. Thoughts are things. Mm-hmm. That's why, like, and also not all thoughts are ours. Like, you'll think all this crazy stuff sometimes, right? But you have to realize that all those thoughts aren't ours. So you don't have to hold on to a thought. You know, like if you come across somebody that's really negative and you're vibing their negativity and you're like, ooh, I don't like that. And then you start feeling icky. You just have to love them. I say love them, to love their hate to death. And then just feel like, I love you. I love you. Even though you can feel that they're a hateful person, they will start changing, you know? Yes, thoughts are things. I've manifested treadmills, ellipticals. I've manifested, I don't manifest boyfriends or anything like that because I feel like that's kind of taking away somebody's free will. Last time I did that, I ended up having a boyfriend who was, I don't even know. He didn't see reality.
No.
I don't know
But
what
that's
else
the
to
thing.
say about that.
No, what they can, if well, you can manifest anything. It's just you have to then, for example, with me, with two that I saw a pattern. You you set the intention what you want from the partner. Maybe looks, even ethnicity. I go that far, and I want a person that's smart, communicating, everything. You put in your desire, and you just let it go for the universe.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, you just work on yourself, and you
Yep.
will come across a person like that when you're ready. That's how it works.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's the key, like you said, is let it go. Because if you're constantly going, oh, I really want this person, I want this beautiful brown haired, brown eyed girl with curves, if you constantly think about that, then that means you're thinking of the lack. You don't have that yet. So if you're constantly going, I want this, I want that, that means you don't have that yet. So the universe is going to go, oh, I'm going to give you more of what you don't have. So
Oh yeah,
once you, like Alex said, once you visualize what you want, feel it, and then let it go and move on with your day.
yeah. Just feel it's
That's
coming,
great
and
advice.
just keep working on yourself in between. Hey, Trace. Oh, Amber, be right back. I'm gonna drop down, change phone, and then come back on.
Okay.
All right. See you in a bit.
Okay.
Let me
So it's
see.
just me once Alex leaves. Yeah, it's just me. Don't leave. Alex will be back. So far, I don't see any haters, which is interesting because I got a lot of hate on that last. I'm going to play it. Fuck it. I think it's funny. You guys are probably going to be so annoyed at me for this, but I don't care. I think it's funny. I was just kidding. That's the thing. It's like we're not allowed to laugh and think things are funny and stuff, but we can just allow everybody else to laugh at us. That's not fair. I want to laugh too. Let's see what else this person said. Oh, okay, that was Josie. She said this makes me smile. Okay, cool. Because I got a lot of hate just for laughing. But let's actually, hi Trace, it's good to see you. Tracy, I always call you Trace. I'll probably always forever call you Trace. Yeah. I love you. It's good to see you. Let's see. Robert said, right now I'm looking into Tibetan books. Very cool stuff. Yes, the Book of the Dead. I'm sure you have that book, the Book of the Dead. That's a great book. Elderberry said, Reiki is a great way to live long and prosper. And I started practicing Reiki about in the beginning of my spiritual journey. I was practicing Reiki. I have a massage table in the garage. I bought everything I needed. But I stopped doing that because back then I felt like if I was putting energy into people with my hands, which my hands are very powerful. I'll give you a story here in a minute. I didn't want to put my unhealed energy into other people. So I stopped doing Reiki for a long time, but I think I'm ready to do it. I think I'm ready. So Reiki is a beautiful, you can do Reiki on yourself. You know how when parents, like, say, even if you're not a parent, but if you're a parent or if you have been around kids, your first instinct, if a baby or a child has a stomach ache, you put your hand on their stomach. Well, that's because our energy helps heal. So that's just like a little example of Reiki, right? Or you do acupressure points, you know, you can rub here. Or when you have a headache, you automatically go like this. Oh, my head hurts. Because our energy comes out of our hands and it helps to heal. So that's amazing. Let's see what else we got here. Chloe said 100%. Not leaving, Robert said. Free speech. Yeah, free speech. I don't do, hi, Ghost. It's good to see you. That way said, I only know how to Reiki the leaves. That's funny. That's cute. Oh, kitty, kitty, kitty. Yes. I'm allergic to cats. Gosh, I wish I wasn't. I want a cat so bad. I want a cat. I miss those little guys. Elderberry said, oh, got you. I understand fully. It's the only thing that has ever helped with my pain. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was going to play me laughing, but I don't want to. Okay, I'm going to do it. Fuck it. Let's do it. You've probably already seen it. I just thought it was funny. I was driving and I'm so excited. Like I'm not into politics. I'm not Republican. I'm not liberal. But I do lean right? And I vibe with what Trump's policies were. And Kamala didn't have her policies. She just we can't live another 4 years with the way things are going. We just can't, darn it. So when he won, I was really excited, and this pissed a lot of people off. I was playing.
We won. Okay, I'm okay. Woo. Breathe.
Ha! I thought it was funny. My humor is different. As you guys know, I posted up a couple songs, right? That had very vulgar language. So you guys all know I have a different type of humor. So I can't help it. I can't help it. I just, I mute myself a lot. And that's why you never see me, because I'm very honest. I can't help but be honest. And I know that offends a lot of people. So I just don't speak at all. So when I do speak, I do stupid shit like that. See, funny, I don't care who you are, Susie. See, you guys get it. I was just being silly. But yeah, somebody said I was making Republicans look bad. I'm like, well, I'm not a Republican, so. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. My granddaughter acts like that all the time. See? Yeah. I'm a Gemini. We're the toddler of the zodiac. We're the little guys that tend to act crazy, Thanks, Ghost. But yeah, so I don't know if you guys saw, Alex left and people left too. I'm sorry, I'm not as entertaining. But I don't know if you guys saw The View, but The View, when's that channel? When is that station just gonna delete? They race bait all the time, you know? Like Summer or Sunny, I don't know what her name is, but she was saying everybody that voted for Trump are just a bunch of uneducated white women. And I'm like, you said that on national television? Could you imagine if I said that? Like, all these people that voted, all these black women that voted for Trump are just a bunch of dumb black women. Could you imagine if I was serious and said that on fucking national TV? Don't ever anybody clip that and shit and make me look bad. You got to put no, don't do that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that is so fucking racist. Like, anybody here that knows me knows I'm not for racism. Like, no, that shit makes me so mad. Yeah, but they can say it freely on national television, and Whoopi over there with her whatever she is got going on. Damn. Ugh. I laugh like that with my grandsons. Susie said, soon, very soon, I bet we could predict that one. So I wanted to do a reading on my other channel to see what would happen in the future for all of us, but I get kind of sketched out when I do tarot readings about the collective in that type of way, because there's so many of us that who's to say this reading is going to fit all of everyone. That, like, it's a little hard for me to wrap my head around. Excuse me. But I will. It just makes me really nervous, because what if I see something, predictions that are negative? I don't want to put that into your consciousness and then you create that, you know what I mean? So that's sometimes why I hold off on things like that. The View is a terrible show. All of those women are hateful and bitter and lame. Elderberry said, I really am relieved today after that election is over. I know, I'm so over all these election commercials and just, can we move on? Oh no, Cyrus, you have COVID? Oh, that's awful. I had COVID once and my whole body was aching. And yeah, I didn't get any lung stuff. It was just all flu symptoms, really achy. Chloe said, well, that's why we take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Yep. And awful show, The View. Yep. So I just find it interesting that, you know, we're not allowed to celebrate a victory, whether you think it's a victory or not. I know a lot of people that watch my channel are totally not into politics. That's how I've always been too. I feel this is my dilemma before I voted was I was always afraid that if I gave my consent by voting for somebody, what if that somebody ended up doing stuff that was against my beliefs? Then that basically I was giving them consent to do that. So that's what I always had a hard time voting for, is because I just didn't know if I was giving consent to things that I didn't agree with in the future. But this year I asked my rods, I asked my beautiful rods if I should vote. And they said yes. And I was like, okay, can I ask another question? And they said no. And I was like, so you want me to vote? And they said yes. And so I literally hopped up and I voted. So yeah, they're not always trustworthy. They like to play with me sometimes. But yeah, I don't think it's already been an hour. I don't know that Alex is going to be back, and I can see I'm not catching everybody's attention. And so I'm going to go ahead and bounce. But it was good to see all of you. And yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've gone live. So I just thought I would come on here and show people, hey, I'm not crazy just because I was laughing like I was crazy. I'm not crazy. I mean, I can be. Don't fuck with me. I'm just kidding. But anyways, you guys take care. It was good to see you. Much love. Hopefully now we can get a little bit of peace and order and balance in the world, not just in the United States, but in the entire world. Let's get some balance. Let's get some, let's be able to work one job without having to work two just to get our groceries. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. See ya. Peace. Much love.